I'm your host, Krista DeLuca. Welcome to Zer0 F. I am joined by Carson Block, founder of Muddy Waters Capital, and Freddie Brick, business partner.
Get the fuck out of my chair, Robin.
What?
So let me ask you, when did you become the host? I mean, I wasn't going to say anything like right, in the moment because I was still processing that. But
Well, can I just tell you something?
Well, first of all, it'd be hostess, right?
I feel hostess. Well, actually, no.
It's whatever she identifies as.
Exactly, and I feel that I actually do run the show here. I make the money, and I'm the face, and you're sort of the brains. Like, I don't even know who is the brains, but I feel like, there's a lot of pressure on me.
All right. Well, sure.
What do you have to say to that?
You did come up with the
I came up
Robin,
with a lot.
Freddie alternative there, so yeah.
This podcast is because of me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the face of Muddy Waters Capital. That's all I can say.
Moving on.
Moving on, take it away.
Yeah, well, how many warrants have you gotten?
None. And that's why I don't go by my real name.
Right. I mean, to be fair, you are very much the verbal Kint to character.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm sure it means something.
You never saw
You never saw the Usual Suspects?
Usual Suspects?
No.
The guy with the kind of gimpy leg who's really
Gimp.
running the show? Yeah.
No,
The character.
the name is Verbal Kint.
Yeah. It's the accents.
Yeah.
Verbal Kint? Would that have been easier?
Is he speaking? I just want to know, what language are you speaking?
That was the name of the character.
Yeah.
Okay. God, don't
And
be
it was
so
in like the early
How long were you
90s.
locked in that basement?
I'm
trying to figure that out. All the
And look at me now, running
all of
the world.
cultural references that everybody your age should get and you don't. Like, honestly, what was going on?
I wanted to be an actress.
So you just basically figured you'd practice it without actually watching it?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why I'm raw and good at what I do. I have raw talent. But anyway, let's
All right,
start.
time for you to read the headlines with that raw talent.
Grandmother blown up by the U.S. government, where the body was donated to medical science. Robin, talk to me about that.
This was my favorite story
I know.
of the last couple weeks. And once again, credit to the Daily Mail. Not long-form journalism, but still exceptional.
He reads it for hours a day. It's not trading.
Do you have a paid subscription or?
Actually,
to the
it's
Daily
not.
Mail
Yeah,
or-
it's
or
open to
YouPorn?
everybody.
No, it's free.
It's free.
free use.
Oh, I thought there was a paywall.
No.
No.
I think it's one of the most visited sites
Yeah,
on like the whole of the internet.
I get it.
Yeah, so
clearly you don't.
this guy wanted to donate. Was it his mother or his grandmother? It was his grandmother.
His mother.
This thing says grandmother.
No, it's been Christified. I think it was his mother. I think he wanted to donate his mother
Yeah.
to medical
Grandmother,
science.
mother, nana,
However you want to process it.
whatever.
So he donates
Someone that he's related to.
Right, so he donates the body to medical science. I think it might have been the Alzheimer's Association.
Yes, he said Alzheimer's.
And he donates the body, and then he later finds out through a FOIA or something that they sold the body to the U.S. military, and the U.S. military used it for explosives testing. So I think they like strapped it to a chair or something.
They strapped him to a chair.
and
This is a
just-
true story, everybody.
just blew it up. Firstly, amazing that they did this. They were like, fuck it, we've got nothing good to do with this. Let's just
we need to
sell
actually
the
show
body.
these pictures.
Well,
are so funny.
I remember when I found out. So I donated clothes to the Salvation Army, and then a few years after I began doing that, I realized that they have these stores where they sell them because I thought that they were just giving them to homeless people to wear.
Oh, no.
And at first I thought, oh, it's a little fucked up. You're just selling, but then okay, it funds the operations.
Right.
if you're donating bodies, why shouldn't they have a body store? I mean, why is this a surprise to anybody that they don't have? Yes, necrophiliacs are a market. It's probably the biggest market.
True.
But yeah, like, why is anybody surprised that there isn't a body store for donated bodies?
Well, this is the other thing with
I mean, what research problem are they really going to solve with your dead fucking mother, right?
Well, this is the other thing with the donated
actually
clothing,
makes
because I always thought people are donating a lot, and you go to Goodwill and it's just a massive warehouse full of shit people donated. But what I found out was a lot of that stuff only sticks around on the shop floor for some number of weeks, and then most of it's just shipped off to Africa. It's kind of like a feel-good...
Yeah.
Like,
it's going to Vietnam and you see people in college sports team T-shirts who look like they're
a lot
straight
of
off the farm.
Yeah, a lot of it's just being kind of knocked out the back door and resold by the kilo.
So I've been to Sal's. Sal's is what I call it, Salvation Army.
Oh, okay.
And I bought some...
So I thought you were talking about one of your 40 uncles or something.
I know.
No. Sal's.
Or a deli.
Could be. I've been to Sal's, and I feel so good when I buy stuff there because it's recycled, and it's $10, and it was $140 at one time.
That makes you feel good?
Well, and then then my girlfriend at the time was like, "But you're buying something at Saks that's $400." But see that
every time you buy something for 10, you tell yourself you can go buy something for 400.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I have a lot of money in the bank.
I mean, what are you mostly buying at the Salvation Army?
Very cute tops. Sometimes a cute.
They should give that to the homeless women.
Yeah.
I know. Thanks. Now, am I going to get hate mail because of that?
That and for other reasons. Although you're
I think it's the other reasons.
Yeah. Your Instagram's getting pretty popular.
My Instagram is getting hit like you wouldn't believe. And these guys think I'm joking around.
Dude, you've showed us the Instagram. They're Instagram friends.
Jesus lovers, and I don't know why. Talk to me about that. This one has this.
Well, okay. It's weird. This is getting, a little bit of a serious topic, but everything is inverted, right? My lifetime, yours as well.
I don't know what the hell.
Not sure,
I don't even know how old
I don't
this guy
know,
is.
but,
I thought he was 50.
But the thing that's inverted is it used to be the left that were the staunch defenders of free speech. You want to say something on... the ACLU was all about helping neo-Nazis get march permits and things like that, because as much as they disagreed with the content, they agreed with the right to speech. Mm-hmm. Now, the left is biggest threat to free speech, and the right, which granted, they're not... they don't have a plenary view of everything you want to say is okay, but the right's really the ones that are sticking up for free expression. And so, I think that's why our audience probably at least in that way, leans kind of right, or some of it leans right. And
so there was a march.
So those are your Instagram friends.
I saw, I think, on the Capitol building here, it was something to do with right to gun ownership or whatever. And what I'm imagining is as your popularity grows along with this podcast, they're going to be carrying banners of you around. These hard right evangelicals are going to have banners with your face on and being you could be you know how they did the Hope thing with Obama, where they kind of characterized was it originally Che Guevara that was popular on that poster, the two-tone poster? You're going to be that. You're going to be
But what's it going to say underneath? Oh fuck?
Okay.
Dogs. Walker.
I feel like I should be, upset with that vision, but for some reason I'm
It appeals to you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does appeal to you.
Absolutely.
You're it's that 5 minutes of fame. You're fuck it. I don't care.
Fuck it.
I don't care.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right.
What's the second
next
topic?
headline?
Yeah.
Dish it up.
I'm going to go with the Apple executive can for the rich cars and play gold comment.
All right. You want to read the headline?
Read from the
there
sheet,
you go.
Krista. Read from the sheet.
I will read from the sheet if I can read, and I can read. Top Apple executive to leave after crude remarks on TikTok. Carson, talk to us about this.
Yeah. All right. So, look, I do have to admit that despite my almost always supporting free expression and free speech, I do have some limits, and I do think Apple was in the right here. So what happened was this one senior Apple executive, he was their head of procurement. He was going to a car show, and I guess there's some guy on TikTok who does this thing where he just sticks his phone in people's faces if they have nice cars and asks what they do.
I know, yeah.
What they do for a living. So it's basically like,
No one has ever done
douchebag vision or something like that. I mean, it's a phone booth. So anyway, this one Apple exec had just gotten out of his car, and his name is Tony Blevins. And so he was approached by this TikTok and Instagram creator, Daniel Mack. And so I guess the car is about $500,000. It's a Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. Fraser said he had like 8 of those or something in that one article. They were all in the shop though. Yes. All right. So anyway, he said, all right. So when he was asked what he did, this guy Blevins, I mean, I guess it was some attempt to reference the movie Arthur, but he said, I know, like this is
Arthur the mouse thing.
The movie, like
the movie
before your time, before shit inverted. Anyway, like trigger warning. Okay, like I actually do think this crosses the line. I have rich cars, play golf, and fondle big-breasted women, but I take weekends and major holidays off. Now, this is offensive. All right? I'm married to a woman who has small breasts. Okay, what is she supposed like that she's not fondleable? I mean, do you have something to say? Like, doesn't that piss you off? I mean, like not.
I thought my breasts were nice size, but that
they
is
should
offensive.
all be fondled. What the fuck?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy. Let's sue him big time.
There you go. Intentional infliction of emotional distress.
However, thinking about this, I see a potential job opening for this guy. So just this week,
see?
We're going to fill the chief economist guy with the HSBC
correct
head of ESG who said ESG is bullshit.
This guy is not woke enough to work here.
Okay.
So what I was thinking is, you know how like any kind of financial IT is just a glue factory for people who work in IT? So, true story.
I can 100% attest to that.
Okay. So I'm thinking this guy is pretty non-employable in most of Silicon Valley. However, there's that anti-woke bank that it turns out is stuffed full of shitbag human beings that I think the WAPO wrote about, or maybe it was the Journal.
It was the Journal. No, the WAPO, like if it were coming from the WAPO, you couldn't really believe it, but the Journal.
So it came from the Journal, and I think this guy is a shoo-in for head IT guy at that non-woke bank, where apparently...
Well, no, because remember, he's head of procurement, so it's not just IT. So, and this is important because... And this article gives this guy a lot of credit here. Let me say it at the end, or read from the end of the article where they're saying, Blevins' departure opens up a void at Apple. He's been integral to the company's success over the past 2 decades, according to employees with knowledge of his work, helping Apple fatten its profit margins and get access to core technologies before rivals. He may be difficult to replace given his understanding of Apple's supply chain and his negotiating skills, they said.
So you know what that says to me? What? You know, like, okay, we know Apple sourced most of their components from the Nazi government in China.
Right, yes.
Also known as the CCP. That just tells me he's fucking amazing at karaoke. Like, he's just like...
I thought the same thing.
Boozing and whoring. He's just like... can I get the best chips?
Right,
and they're like, one more drink.
Because I want to explain for our viewers who might not understand this, but
you want to explain.
Being amazing at karaoke in China does not have anything to do with being able to sing.
Correct. In fact, being amazing at karaoke in China.
Oh, really? Oh, is that so Miss fucking Asia?
Yeah.
How many?
I am Miss fucking Asia.
Yeah, okay.
I would say being awesome at karaoke in China has more to do with your ability to consume.
Yes.
real speciality
Let's
of Vietnam.
Let's
This is, and actually, if
zone.
full disclosure, this is product placement. We are not evaluating a private investment in this, but if sales do spike, this is real speciality of Vietnam snake wine.
There's a baby cobra in there.
Yes, and actually,
it's literally a baby cobra.
It's a baby cobra and something else.
It's hooded up, so it doesn't look very happy to be submerged in a bottle of alcohol.
So what's interesting is it can be used for sweat of limbs, which I gotta tell you, I'm a little unclear as to what sweat of... Is that like when you come back from like a brisk walk because it's hot outside and you sit down at the desk and like just the joint here is a little sweaty underneath and you're like, I've got sweat of limb. Well, if you do have sweat of limb, twice a day, a small cup before a meal. And that is the suggested dosage. Now, what I am really concerned about is this here says that it's 1 unit, so it doesn't give you the full dosage. So not only do you have a cobra in here, you have a cobra biting a scorpion.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like this is some badass stuff.
Right, and I think they positioned it that way after the fact, but just that would be awesome if they were able to just at the moment the cobra strikes, they sink them both into the bottle.
Yeah. So, anyway, Krista's going to be sampling that later in the episode.
Absolutely, I am.
Oh, gross.
There's no bullshit here.
That's, that's pretty horrifying.
Yeah.
All right.
So don't forget to take it off the conference table before potential investors come in.
I will not. Well, yeah.
Because if it's on there, that's your fault. It's on you.
As everything is. You see what I'm dealing with right here?
Should I get a violin and play it?
Stop.
The question is, should we leave it on the conference table if an investor's game to try some? We'd be like, we've got a 3x levered product for you. Like, don't, we see what we do being a little bit too vanilla at the moment. We have the right product for you. I mean, it could be self-selecting because there was one LP who came to us a year or two ago, and he made this is really interesting. He made a lot of his money in crypto. And
what's interesting about that?
Well, not a lot. But what I thought was kind of interesting about it was I explained, I'm like, well, in a bad market, I think this could potentially happen in the portfolio. And he was like, yeah, my entire net worth swings by that like every single day. So I was like, okay. You're dialed up for higher vol structurally. Like, we're the treasury bill to your crypto allocation. So this could be an important kind of deciding factor in whether you want regular Muddy Waters exposure or super levered Muddy Waters exposure.
There you go.
So yeah.
We are the guilt to your crypto exposure.
The snake wine to your regular plunk.
All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about, because that was really exciting. Chamath sound clip evaluating his performance, and he is now raising outside. Shut the fuck up. So
the way you were supposed to...
this is the shit that, this is what...
No.
All right, I'll
great.
tell you what.
So Chamath, so okay, we're gonna play it.
No, we're not.
We're gonna play a sound clip of Chamath discussing the performance of his SPACs and giving an honest evaluation of his business practices.
This is
today.
really
Okay,
shit.
actually, I'll tell you what. $100 if you can pronounce his surname.
What is it?
Should I write it out on the board?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, so while Freddie
Chamath?
writes that on the board,
We're
gonna play the sound clip.
Why is it that we have this strain of people now that are just so devoid of any personal responsibility that they'll just so brazenly take advantage of this stuff? It's really ridiculous to me. It's really sad. These people are pathetic. They're losers.
It's really pathetic.
So the other night, I'm sitting in bed, and I like the All In podcast. Like, there's nothing more.
It's good.
There's nothing more man of the people than 4 guys sitting around who used to be billionaires, now being just regular 9-figure guys, probably post SPAC meltdown. And, I listened to this clip about 6 minutes in, and it's, Chamath, talking about something, but as the words came out of his mouth, I'm just thinking, I know a guy that if he was self-reflecting could, could do with this a little bit. So, Krista,
Chamath Palihapitiya.
$100 on the line. Come on, you get it right one time.
To be fair, that's illegible.
Not. It's illegible. Is it Palihapitiya? Because I can't.
It's illegible.
I can't.
No, that does not look like a T, Freddie.
Keep going.
Oh, what is a T?
TIA.
TIA at the end.
No, it's not.
I know. Freddie claims it's TIA.
Palihapitiya?
Palihapitiya? Is that it?
Palihapitiya? No, it's not.
One more try.
Chamath Palihapitiya.
Close.
$100? Did
No.
I win?
But you know what, actually, as I look at this, and it is illegible, but the part that's a little odd to me is that you actually know how to spell his name.
Yeah.
Like, why
I think
would you have
that's
ever
why-
taken the time to memorize how to spell that dude's name?
I mean,
What about
it's one of those names.
The
He's
way
like
I
a
say
closet
things.
venture guy.
Hey,
He is not.
my
because he told me so many.
my coffin investment
He hates.
is gonna be big time. All right,
So,
coffin investment I've done in the venture space is gonna be big time.
so
All right, can
why
we
don't you
just-
really, why don't you
can
really
we
put your
rewind?
Chamath? Hang on,
Wait.
put your Chamath on. How can you turn it into an app?
Doesn't need to be. No, dude, he's not solving like minor problems like apps. He's solving the big shit. Climate warming. What else? Global warming.
Solve global warming with
space.
coffins. Put enough people in coffins. We're going to cut down on carbon emissions.
Dude, that's the problem.
Actually-
they decompose and release methane.
Methane.
And as we know from South
Methane or
Park,
methane.
Dude, yeah,
Just
actually,
before you die?
You crusted that one.
Yeah, you did.
Methane.
He said methane. You said methane.
wait,
methane.
methane's
This is
how you
methane.
pronounce it.
It's methane.
No, it's methane.
Potato, potato.
Methane, you think.
I shouldn't even say anything because I don't pronounce anything correctly.
Krista, you got
At least not without a few drinks in you.
Okay. But I didn't say anything wrong.
right. So anyway,
Incorrectly.
That's what the Apple dude said.
No, but did
Before
I
he
say something wrong?
apologized.
But why were you laughing at what I said? Just break it down. I don't fucking
I had this visual as you were speaking of
stop.
edges
Wrong.
and corners
Right
being
there.
rounded and just sanded off. Like, that's the way you were speaking. That's what it made me think of. Just no corners or edges.
Clearly,
Just
you
the
were
good-
challenged and
right.
No one should
Moving
use-
from Krista's diction back to the subject matter at hand.
Yes.
So we have Chamath,
Chamath.
with his self-evaluation.
self-evaluation.
And what I find so funny is this guy's gone from.
Well, you have to explain really what he was talking about. I think.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have the sound clip.
No, we played the sound clip.
Okay.
But it's not.
Oh,
evident.
so what he's actually talking about
Yeah.
is a dude using anal beads to cheat in chess, which I also think is awesome. Like,
This could be a
really
whole
awesome.
show.
Not just normal anal beads, but they were like IoT anal beads.
Right.
Which, because I've had this lament, IOT, Internet.
All right.
Oh, would you have said that IOT? IoT,
He's a horrible man. I work for a horrible human being.
Internet of
Iot or
Things.
IOT. Go ahead.
Okay, Internet of Things, right? Because there are so many things that are being connected to the internet now that
Too
are
many.
so annoying. Like, it's like,
Totally.
why? And so if somebody said, oh, there are also internet connected anal beads, I would have, like, so fucking stupid. Maybe the dumbest
Right.
thing I'd heard of of the IoT universe. However, this guy actually found a very practical application for Internet of anal beads.
So the question for me, well, I have a couple of questions.
Well, so
It turns
you
out,
gotta
right?
explain.
It
yeah.
turns out that the way that people have largely been cheating in chess is they have someone signaling them, and the person signaling them is in front of one of these supercomputer chess things that can play the perfect game. You know, can make moves that are so advanced in terms of the sequencing that it's unlikely that humans have done. And if they look 10, 20 years ago at the Grandmasters, they're seeing that these grandmasters are playing like 60 to 70% the perfect move, and this supercomputer can play 100. And in this particular guy's game, they went back and they saw that for a significant amount of his games, he was playing like 100% perfection in terms of his moves and his sequencing. So obviously there's this signaling element to it. Now,
so the signaling has gone on with, or cheating has gone on with these online matches.
Right.
But this was in person. These were two dudes, like they're in person.
And my understanding is previously they have been aware of some level of cheating.
So like no cell phones allowed.
Well, they have to go through metal detectors,
Right.
I think, in some of these tournaments. Now, I don't think this tournament had a metal detector. And the funny, like, kind of joke is like, all right, did he have an anal bead in? Now, my question is, how many hours of sitting there prior to this did he have to spend with an anal bead in to get the Morse code, like, cheating, signaling right? I mean, this must have been hundreds of hours of anal bead before he gets even close.
So I was thinking something similar, but for a different reason.
Okay.
So I was thinking, how many hours must he have spent there with moving or vibrating anal beads in him, so that when he's playing, there's no facial expression. Like,
Clearly, you have never had
So
anal beads in.
the first few times, he's like, rook tonight.
No.
actually, so you just saying that brings up, this is a good time to announce something that it's actually Freddie's idea. We're going to be doing this every now and then, at least until we all get bored and stop doing it. And so it's various activist short sellers, including me, reading off our DMs on little social media clips. Yeah, like the really shitty, angry, whatever, like you're going to die DMs that we all as activist short sellers get. So anyway, it's going to be called Slide Into My DMs, right?
Slide into my DMs, and I'm going to be reading them.
But the reason that the anal beads thing, like, reminded me of that is, one of the better DMs from the past few months was, woke up one morning, I think this dude probably sits in Europe or London, and looked at this and he said, better get some anal beads to get ready for prison. So that's what reminded me of it.
Nice.
That's really nice.
How long have you been practicing?
Well, I told him that I couldn't because I left him inside his girl.
Nice.
I would have said I left inside your mother, but
that reminds me of the late Shane Warne, R.I.P. Warney, who allegedly once said, in cricket there's this thing called sledging. So the batter is standing by the wicket. I'm looking at you guys and you're just like, what the fuck are you going on? So you stand by these three stumps and there's
you had
bails.
us at cricket.
Plate, all right, plate, okay? So you're like standing like, the equivalent of the plate, and the guy who's the catcher in baseball, right? The guy who stands behind? We call him the wicket.
We call him the glover.
Okay. we call it the wicket keeper. So apparently the wicket keeper says to Shane Warne, he's like, Shane, you're so fat. And Shane Warne turns around and goes, yeah, because every time I fuck your wife, she gives me a biscuit. So, R.I.P. Shane, we're still thinking of you. And I got to tell you, that guy's got off super easy with the whole Thailand being measured for a suit thing, and everyone's sticking to that story. Good for Australia for buttoning that shit up. But anyway, back to Chamath. He's raising money again.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
As a guy who kicked out all of the external money because he had so much and saw so few great opportunities, he's once again allowing other LPs, probably the same guys who invested in SoftBank and Rajiv Misra's new fund, the opportunity to participate alongside him again. So that's where we are in the cycle. Shouldn't have skipped leg day, should he?
Clearly not.
Well, at least he might not be remembered after he's gone as Warren Buffett. Might not be remembered at all for his investing acumen.
Never.
Yeah.
I will never.
But he will be remembered for those legs. And for thinking he should have tweeted that fucking picture out to the world.
Oh, dude, I've just had the most amazing product idea. So
should we save this?
No.
Not for. Oh.
This is just going straight to market. So you know how everyone's like got those fake meat products, and one of them is like
He
fake
eats it now.
chicken.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
What about an extra skinny chicken leg and they could just be called Chamaths? Like, what about that? That would be really awesome. We could have him back then.
If you're on a diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
No, like the Chamath nuggets. That
just
like little, just taking a nugget, chopping it into 10.
Reminds me of Waylon's little leg.
Oh, that dog of yours.
So the next thing
It
we're
has
talking
4
about.
legs, yet constantly trembles. I don't understand that about
Keeps
chihuahuas.
it in a handbag.
I don't understand that about chihuahuas. Like,
He
why
will
are they
be on
always
our
trembling
next podcast
with 4
for people
legs?
who are like, who's Waylon? No one's really wondering that. But ESG linked bonds. Who's going to talk about this? You or him or me?
No.
Because
Yep.
you know what?
Why don't
I
you
feel
talk?
like I should.
You know what?
talk about
Take
it.
it
You
away.
know what? I should take it away.
Let's go with the Esther
No.
bonds.
You're going to take it away.
Actually, no. This wasn't
You're going to
mine.
take it away.
No, this was yours.
You're going to take it away.
Huh.
He's going to take it away. Big dick. Come here.
I'll improvise.
Yeah.
Um,
Dish to me on this one here.
Yeah, ESG linked bonds. My understanding of ESG linked bonds, and this is what I like about them the most, is that you actually get to make up your own metrics as to like what you're doing that's ESG compliant. And then there's all these bond funds that have been set up to buy ESG linked bonds. And basically you're like, look, you've got money to put to work. We've got debt we want to raise cheaper than what an actual functioning person with a brain would actually buy our underlying credit at. Boom!
Boom!
ESG linked bond. So I think that's like my understanding of how an ESG linked bond works.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Took the words out of your mouth, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but that's the same as ESG linked equities, right? It's just all bullshit criteria and
Yeah.
Trying to be
the
smart one.
most horrible companies in the world that are somehow able to get like high ESG scores.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. So what were we going to talk about with the ESG linked bonds?
It was your idea.
No, I mean, I
It was
flipped
your
it over
idea.
to you guys, but
I flipped it
I don't-
over to you. All right. I want to talk about Kim Kardashian because I love her.
okay.
Is that a worth? What do you guys think?
Yeah, go ahead and read it. You'll be fine.
We'll pay 1.26 to settle all claims. She failed to-
1.26 what?
No.
Million?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's not much. for
She's
her.
so big time. She's worked for a hedge fund for so long that she doesn't even call it million anymore. It's just
Mil.
like 1.26.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
some rounding error.
1.26 mil.
Okay.
Because she failed to disclose she was being compensated to promote crypto. Crypto, which you guys are like, ugh. But we do have some employees that love it. This reminds me of crypto. This piece of whatever it is. Because what is crypto? I keep on asking this guy, and no one really has.
You sure we haven't actually answered the question and you just
That could be.
ignored us?
It could be because I ignore you every day.
So my understanding of the Kim Kardashian thing is
I love you, Kim.
she did. I think what happened was
I'm on
she
this show.
no, she actually because she tweeted out about the crypto.
Yeah.
My friends just told me about this awesome crypto.
No, but I do
sign up now and you can get something.
No,
out of it.
I do
First of
think
all,
that she either said she like
She
admitted
had
she
some
had a
ha-
position.
She had some hashtag that was like, hashtag promotion or something like that. It was like hashtag something that would imply that this was a paid post.
Right, I think she actually did admit it was.
She didn't come right out and she didn't come out in sentence and say it. It was ambiguous as
Okay.
to whether. Yeah.
Now this is the issue I have with going after her. On one hand, it sends a cool message. It's like, look, we'll go after anyone. However,
Really? Trump?
I genuinely
Will we go
believe
after?
she probably had no fucking idea. Like, I mean, I think these guys get paid like $500,000 to promote like anything for one tweet. Someone came out and was like, all right, promote this. She probably promoted it the same as every other thing she promotes. Had no idea there were probably quite specific rules to promoting shit coins because they're securities. As opposed to guys like Elon who are just out there knowingly fucking abusing and lying and trashing the rules, and they're just like,
Yeah.
can't really go after him.
But my problem with this whole thing becomes, this is really the level of market participant we're seeking to protect.
Yeah.
The people who decide what shitcoin to buy or sell based on Kim Kardashian's Twitter.
Right.
Are we going too far here and like lowering the bar too much in terms of whom we're trying to protect? Like, this is just, I'm sorry. If you like gambled it all on, some, Kardashian's Instagram account recommendation, I just don't have the sympathy, man. Like, that's fooling their money. They deserve to be separated. So,
yeah.
What I'm confused about is this look. No, I'll be honest.
That feels good.
No, I'm serious.
Ooh, do that some
That's
You don't like
ridiculous.
Carson wearing shoes?
No, like he shouldn't wear a sock and this. Like,
What, you want me to be like Freddie with no socks?
Yes, like it's cooler.
Thanks,
this
Dave.
is like,
Not with these loafers.
oh my god.
Should we get him some espadrilles?
We're gonna actually call Soren right now. My
Let's get him
redheaded friend Soren. Don't laugh.
Should we get him some espadrilles?
Obviously, like I don't even know what this is.
Well, these are what? Let's see here.
No, I know what this is.
These
but
are
this Tommy Hilfiger
Ferragamo loafers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know
What's wrong with those?
No, you should do this. This is horrible.
Are you wearing shoes in the office now or just for the podcast?
No, I don't know what he's
No,
doing.
some in the
me?
office.
Huh.
He
It
thinks
depends.
he's big
Well, I mean, I don't go into the
Buster
bathroom in my
over
bare
here.
feet like you do.
I do not do that.
Yes.
However, one of my
you don't flush the urinal all the time.
Oh my God,
What?
he's clearly
very
high.
occasionally I'll be like,
Is that
dude,
like you
wanna
just
go
want
out
to
after
preserve
this?
water, save
No,
water
Do you
or
have to
something?
Do something after this.
I hate to shame her. Krista's been using the urinal.
I certainly have.
Um,
Thank you for my viewers.
One of my favorite things about our old office was when people
Oh
from
my
banks
God.
would turn up. And we'd
No.
always be like, well, there were two kinds of meetings we got.
Which old office?
Which San
The
The
Francisco.
opium den or
back then, the
no,
kind
the
of like
thing in the
grade
Class A
B and a
building.
half.
It
Yeah.
was a Class A building.
It was a Class A building, but there was just something that decidedly felt expensive despite it not being that cool. So,
Well, yeah, it wasn't cool. It was
yeah, it
Class
wasn't
A
cool.
office.
It was
It's-
Class A office.
yeah.
But anyway, I used to love when like people from banks would turn up, and we'd all be not wearing shoes, and they'd kind of like look at the pile of shoes, and they'd be like, "Oh," and we'd be like, "No, it's fine," but "No, it's cool," and they'd have like these like lace ups on.
I
and-
was wearing shoes.
I know, you were always
Yeah.
weird about it. You would never take your shoes off.
Because I was like, you know what these
Yeah, wait a
people
second.
It's
do?
because that one guy we interviewed
Stop
said you
F
had nice
up.
shoes.
I was like,
You must have some
look at-
funky feet.
funky
Like,
feet. I have
like,
gorgeous
you know,
feet.
you've
It's the only thing I
you've
have that's
opened
really
the door
beautiful.
to like a foot show here or something.
Okay,
I-
question.
You must have some funky ass
I'll be
feet.
honest.
Did you get your
with you.
nails painted because you know that occasionally those end up on camera if you kind of flash them a little
No.
bit?
By the way,
Did you paint them just for this?
no. By the way, when I first met them, I thought these people were fucked up.
And
Now you know better.
Now
you know
I
better.
think they're sick. They're like really, really ill. And can I just tell you something?
Wait,
First
and we're
of
not
all-
even talking about Fraser Paring yet.
No,
Okay.
he's beyond. He's psychiatric. But I would like to say something. You know, when people used to show up at our office in San Francisco and they're like, should we take the, like our pants off or our shoes off? I said, shoes, please keep on. Pants, absolutely take off. And if you're wearing underwear, that's weird. No one, people would laugh. Some people would say, okay.
And it's funny because we've never really bent our counterparties over or anything. So
No.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like,
Been bent over.
yeah, very true.
you guys absolutely have been bent over, and that's fine. It's cool. I don't really want to be working for someone, like in that position, but it's okay. It
You
happens.
mean with you in that position or them in that position?
No, for you guys to be in that position.
So you want to be in that position?
I never want to be in that position. But can I just tell you something?
I don't
like,
understand.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't need to understand. He's
Early
never
did she
understood.
hit the sauce today?
No, the sauce. Like, who's saying that? Do you want to go out after this? Because
You know I got to go coach T-ball.
fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I got
No, we're
a
running this shit.
pickleball date actually as well.
Well, you know my schedule.
I know.
You know
Come
my- you're the
on.
keeper
I'm going
of
to
my-
be alone.
Come to T-ball.
You got Robin.
Come to T-ball. Serve as an inspiration to them all.
I don't want to be alone.
Be the goddess to
No,
the
but
4 and
maybe I'll
5-year-olds.
take that home with me.
The snake wine.
Is it real?
I gotta tell
It's
you,
real.
I would love to see someone. I probably give
I
them a
love it.
discount on fees if they took a shot.
Can we delete this part?
No.
Absolutely not.
Every part that you want to delete is usually
No.
We're gonna cut
My
this
favorite
and we're
part.
gonna
Do you
use
have
it.
to
We're
do
gonna
it
we're gonna
tonight?
present you with a
Okay.
show reel at the end of the year of all these bits that you want deleted. I'm
On
gonna
a
have
cake.
an episode just
That's
for that.
All
Freddie,
right.
what's your sister's name?
Magdalena.
Gabriella.
Right. And on
No
that
one
note, and on that note,
Oh.
outro us, Krista. Go for it.
Here's to crypto. Love ya. AG. What's his name?
Our general counsel.
The guy
Yes.
the guy you
AJ.
exchange emails with like regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ.
Ow. Can we rip that
No.
too?
No. But
No,
you can
no.
close this out.
No,
you do
you
the
close-
outro.
No, do it.
Want to tickle my feet again?
No, shut up.
Outro.
Oh. No, do it.
Krista, wrap it up.
End
Come
it.
on.
Oh yeah,
Us.
hang on a second. This?
End
yeah.
us up.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened to the prop?
Okay, Krista wanted this on her lap. Okay.
You guys, thank you so much for joining. Zero fucks given. Here's to you, to us, to whatever. Come on. Just end us.
okay, take
Come
it.
on.
You're
No,
done.
I'm not doing it. No, I'm
All right, till
taking
next
it
time.
wrong.
Till next time on
Till next
ZFG.
time. All right, cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you learned a couple of things.
Cheers.
I didn't learn.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Not on the sauce.
Oh shit! No. All right, let's delete half.
You
of
owe me
that.
a glass.
No,
We
no, we're gonna
definitely
delete.
keep it
No,
in.
we're
Definitely
not.
keep
We're
that in there.
deleting a lot
keep
of
that
it.
in there.
That's
no.
awesome.
No,
you were
it's
awesome.
not.
You were awesome.
No.
You will have
went
so
hard.
many.
Hello.
You will have so many evangelicals on your Instagram now.
Yeah.
No.
It's just